memberships yesterday, readings. Hope y'all caught one of them. Anyway, this is showing you're waiting on some type of news. You've overcome some kind of battle or something to that effect. With the Two of Wands, Six of Wands, and the Five Swords, you've overcome some kind of battle. You're just waiting on some kind of news to come in publicly is what it looks like. You may be receiving some kind of public notification instead of a private one. Maybe getting some kind of public notification. We got Nine of Pentacles. It's for the fair lady, for somebody who's being seen as innocent. So take that as it resonates, okay? Y'all take what resonates. Don't force anything. If you got to force it, it's not the right timing. It may be the message for you, but it may be the wrong timing. Like something for you to ponder and to think about, okay? So don't force anything in life, okay? I'm telling you, if you got to force it, then it's probably not the right thing for you at the right time, okay? Things should go smoothly. Also, there's no sexes in the spiritual world. There's no male, female. They don't determine like that. There's nothing like that in the spiritual world. So if you see energy come out in a male form or a female form, it's to do with the energy of the person that's dealing with it, okay? It could be that you may be standing in masculine energy, bossing up or what have you, or a male could be in nurturing energy, wanting to help and so on and so forth, okay? So if the card comes out a male or female, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's a male or female. It's just the energy that they're presenting, okay? So take that as it resonates. Okay, thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming down, guarding, and protecting us as we channel these messages. Thank you. Look, about to receive something, some kind of information, okay? Thank you, Archangel Raphael, for your healing and keeping our confidence up. Thank you, Jesus Christ, for everything. Walking right beside me, never leaving my side, always being with me. Thank you. I'm grateful for that. Thank you to Collective for showing up and being part of this, okay? Let's find out what's going on. What is Collective waiting for? It says you're waiting on some kind of news. Could be public news. You might find out somebody's getting arrested or something to that effect. It's going to change the energy, okay? So take what resonates. We got the Sun card. We got 10 Wands. Somebody's been working hard. You're about to be seen as some type of beacon. I'm telling you, God's had you cloaked. You've been cloaked. Doing some type of difficult work. It says you're extraordinary. God's had you cloaked. I'm telling you, you're cloaked. Let me fix that. Look, you've been working on something. It's about to come to fruition. Hold on, let me lighten this up some now. It's kind of dark. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, I backed it up some so you can see it. Whoops. My bad. Let's see. Do we not need somebody like this person right here in this reading? Are you here to get a reading, or are you here to harass? What's it fucking look like I'm doing? Somebody's being seen as extraordinary. God's had them cloaked. You're the unicorn. I'm telling you. It says, look, get ready to receive. About to receive something. It looks like a birthright. Because of the Sun card. Tell me why this 10 of Wands is out here. It says the Hierophant. Look, 9 swords and the Hierophant. I told you. Oh, the Emperor. That's the Emperor. He looks just like the Hierophant on these cards. This Emperor's having some type of mental distress over somebody's. Look, he's wanting to give something to Collective. He knows you've been working hard. I'm telling you, something's been cloaked here. Why did the Nine of Swords and the Emperor clarify this Ten of Wands? The Star. This Emperor realizes something about the Star working hard. There's something about to be public. It's about to be, you're about to find, look, you're going to get some type of recognition for being, your work. Some kind of work you're doing is extraordinary. Someone can't even believe it. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. The Magician. Someone can't even believe it. You're a Star Collective. This Emperor is distressing over something that you've been working on. You've been bringing out the truth. You've been revealing something about this Emperor. He's stressing about it. It says the King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is the Emperor, y'all. He's stressing about it. How he got his money or something. He's wanting to give something to this Star. I'm telling you, someone wants to bring this to an end before it gets exposed. It says justice. Someone wants to bring this to an end before it gets exposed, collective. What's this King of Pentacles? What kind of justice is this King of Pentacles bringing in for this Star? He's about to give you something. Some kind of recognition. Look, I'm telling you, Four of Pentacles. He's had it put back. It looks like he's collected some kind of money for you. He's collected something for you. He's collected something. This is like collections. Like he collected from a group of people, some kind of collection. He's went and collected some kind of money or something he wants to give to you for your extraordinary work. I'm telling you. Alright, so how's this going to come to collective? How's collective going to find out about this? Something's going to be public. It says serendipity, Four of Cups. And the Page of Pentacles. It says you're going to get something publicly. Serendipity. How? It says Two Pentacles. Someone is recognizing your gifts, I'm telling you. It says the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. You're about to receive it looks like a donation. It's like someone has collected money. Like they made some type of collection to give to you. To bring in this new start. There may have been, now, take this as it resonates, okay? There may have been an incident where you were involved in some type of fire. We'll say it's exactly. Where you were involved in some type of fire. Well, somebody did a GoFundMe on Facebook or something. You don't have Facebook, okay? Somebody did some kind of GoFundMe or something to help you and kept it. Don't watch then. And nobody asked you to come in here. Get out of here. Bye, stupid. Alright. Someone's found out about it. Because it's something publicly. It's like they made a GoFundMe page or something like that. And a bunch of money accumulated on there and they didn't give it to you. I'm telling you. Let's find out. Was there some kind of donation page or something created for collective when they were going through a situation, and instead of giving it to you, they fired you from your job? Yeah, that's probably, look, There was a GoFundMe. I'm telling y'all, there was some kind of GoFundMe, and it was supposed to be a surprise. And they never gave it to you. They fired you from your job because it went way high. Like, you got a bunch of fucking funds, okay? And they kept it. I'm telling you. Look, it says the Hanged Man, the Nine of Swords, and the Magician. This person kept this GoFundMe. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You went through some type of situation. Somebody made some type of GoFundMe and kept the shit. Alright. So is this person, is this collective's ex-boss that kept this money? The Sun. You know it is. You know it is, collective. It says the Queen of Cups, Temperance card, and the Lovers with the Chariot and the King of Cups on the bottom. Somebody was jealous because somebody liked you. Your boss. I'm telling you, y'all, this is about envy and jealousy. Somebody was fucking jealous that had something to do with this GoFundMe shit. I'm telling you. They was jealous because somebody was interested in you because you're a fucking earth angel, man. I'm telling you. It's showing right here. This person was about to make a move. This King of Cups was. He was about to make his move, and they got rid of... It looks like they pushed you out after they've made this thing for you. These are bottom of the deck that you don't see. This King of Cups was headed towards this Earth Angel. Somebody was trying to stop. Look, I'm telling you, somebody was trying to put a stop to it. Somebody was trying to put a stop to it. Somebody was trying to stop him from coming to you. This has something to do with a job that you was working. I'm telling you, somebody was fixing to bring it to you. And somebody they interfered. And there's somebody up here that's got like a GoFundMe or donations or something that they never gave to you. Expose it. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Expose it. It says justice. King of Pentacles is decided something. He's decided something. This King of Pentacles. He decided to give it to you. For your faith. I'm telling you, and everything you went through. I'm telling you, this is going to fucking rile up this fucking community. This community is about to be riled up like a motherfucker because you about to get something that was meant for you, and they try to keep it from you because they don't like you. The whole thing about them trying to help you was to act like that they was helping you or whatever. They didn't feel that they didn't think you was gonna get anything, but you did, and they kept it. I'm telling you, this about your perseverance and your overcoming all of these obstacles. You're still fucking alive. You're golden, collective. They did try to kill you. They did. This was like a collaborated effort to keep, because you were exposing their fucking crimes. You kept exposing their little things that they was doing. I'm telling you, you were exposing something. The King of Swords is playing something. He's made some kind of final judgment as the King of Wands. This is an undercover cop. No doubt about it. He's undercover. He's made a decision to expose who he is. This King of Swords is about to show this public who he is. This is an undercover that's been undercover for a minute. He's about to expose who the fuck he is, y'all. I promise you. He's about to expose who he is. Look, he's been hiding who he is. Something was going on that he couldn't come forward, but he's seen everything that they were doing. He's seen it all. He's seen everything that they were fucking doing, collective. Somehow he's got insider information. This undercover's about to expose who he is. It says 8 cups. It says the Empress. It says the 2 of Pentacles. This Empress's gifts are elevating. This Empress's gifts are through the roof. You need to trust your gifts. You need to trust what you're hearing, what you're seeing, everything, what you're feeling. All of it. Okay? You just need to trust yourself. Yep, 6 of Pentacles. You need to trust what I'm telling you. You're magical. It says somebody else that's got your same gifts has noticed you. They're noticing you. You may have a fan that does what you do. But there's some kind of secret to them. Look, somebody has noticed you big time. 9 of Pentacles as magical. Whoever's undercover is about to expose themselves. I'm telling you. They have the same kind of gifts you got. This person is gifted too. They hid it. This Knight of Wands gifted. It says the 2 of Cups in reverse. This person hid it because they had feelings for you. God dang. They're going to bring in justice though. Ace of Swords. Page of Swords. I'm telling you. 4 of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. This person going to bring you justice. Queen of Wands. For your work as a High Priestess. He said you are on your game. You are absolutely the hero. A beacon. I'm telling you, this is saying don't get in your head because you're about to, you may not be able to see it with your eyes, but this is coming to an end, collective. So don't get in your head. Okay? Understand that the angels are working on something right now. Don't get in your head. Okay? Look, just know that this is coming, man. It's definitely fucking coming. It's gonna come in out of nowhere. It's coming. Somebody that was undercover is about to expose who they really are. Look, this right here is showing that. Undercover cop's about to show. They're going to show up out of nowhere. And this is what? Just to bring collective justice? Or is this a romantic? It says 2 Pentacles. 2 gifted people. I'm trying to tell you. This undercover cop, he's got to use his gut. He's got to use his intuition. He's got to have some type of gifts. You understand? Says the Page of Swords, and this one coming. The Lovers. This person's ready to make a move, man. I'm trying to tell you. He's got something. This undercover cop's got some kind of remarkable evidence because he's going to bring it out publicly. Destiny. You gave him all everything you told him, and he went and checked it out and it was confirmed. Every single fucking thing. You told him everything and he went and fucking got the clues because of what you told him. You exposed something publicly and he went and found out because of it, collective. I promise you. What does collective need to hear is the likely outcome. What is the likely outcome of this of this public exposure. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. I'm trying to tell y'all what is the likely outcome, and if you can, tell us when. What is that likely outcome? Give me 5 cards for a likely outcome. It says Justice. It says 10 Cups. 2 Pentacles. Serendipity, 4 Cups. There was a donations made. There was some kind of donations given to you, collective, and somebody kept them. And the High Priestess. You had some kind of donations given to you. Somebody made some type of GoFundMe or something when you were in that fire. I'm trying to tell you, and they fucking kept it. You're getting it, Empress. You're about to receive. Are you ready? Are you ready? How long till collective receives this, I guarantee you, man. I'm telling you, they made a fucking donation page and didn't give it to you. They tried to have you arrested. I promise you, this person's envious as fuck of you. You're remarkable. I promise you. Okay, how long till collective maybe hears something about that public donations? Because something is being publicly, like, announced. Okay, tell me how long. It says 4 cups. One of them is a singular cup, okay? So cups are months. So you may have been waiting 3 months. 3 months or 4 months. Something's over. Whatever it is. Something's completely over with this battle with this community. Something's definitely over with this battle with this community. They're about to find out that you have been being attacked. You're going to get to go somewhere. Someone was trying to kill you for money. For your money. That they had donated. That they had gotten donated to you. Trying to tell you. This competition is about to be publicly revealed. Everything that they've done. Looks like it was being told, like these were orders from a cop to hurt this Queen of Swords. Yes. This King of Pentacles is a cop. Let's find out. That's somebody was giving orders for to do this to you, collective. I promise you. Somebody else was watching it. Is this a cop? It says Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups. Wow. So this is a cop that was interested in you and you wasn't having nothing to do with them? I'm telling you, it's a cop. You didn't want nothing to do with them. That's Ace of Swords, y'all. This is a cop. I promise you, this King of Pentacles is a fucking cop. And you wasn't fucking reciprocating nothing towards them. Nothing. They thought that they was going to come and you was going to be all like, oh, you don't have nothing to do with it. You felt the energy immediately. That's a crooked fucking evil man. You knew immediately to protect yourself from that person. But there's an undercover that's been watching it too. I'm telling you, this person, this cop is so narcissist. This motherfucker gonna get caught once and for all. Finally, is this motherfucker gonna get caught? This crooked fucking ordering cop. Is he going to get caught? Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. That's a non-partnership. Working against something. He's going to get caught for working against collective. Disharmony, misalignment, and broken connections. That's what it says. Ask if he's going to get caught. It suggests that there may be challenges or disagreements within a relationship that hinder a harmonious flow. The reverse Two of Cups serves as a reminder to address any issue, work on communication, and seek resolution in order to restore the emotional connection. It encourages you to rekindle the bond and regain mutual understanding. I have no idea. I have no understanding at all of this total stranger attacking me because he's interested in me. I don't understand that. The Lovers and the Upright. Somebody, I guess they feel that you turned them down or something. Use magic on you. Try to use a love spell or something on you. I'm telling you. He tried to use a love spell or something on this star. This high priestess. A gifted... Well, it backfired on him. You didn't love it. You hated him. Whatever this spell was, it backfired like a motherfucker. You hate him. You can't stand this person. His magic backfired on him. I'm telling you it did. Backfired. He tried to cast a love spell on you, but he don't. Oh, he thought he was going to have you hypnotized. He didn't know you was a fucking... He had no idea you was gifted. God is good all the time, amen? He had no idea that you was gifted. I'm telling you, and he put a love spell on you. And it backfired on his ass. You hate this person. You feel hate, disdain for this person. You barely know him. You absolutely feel disdain, just disgust for this person. And you barely even know him. Telling you, this person's fucked up. They don't know what they're doing. Their little spell or whatever it was backfired on them. You're going to get paid for it. You're going to get some kind of recognition. Alright, this donation. This donation that Collective was supposed to receive. How's that coming in? It says through this tower that's about to take place. Well, you know what? If you would stop just... Y'all stop just running your mouth and listen to the fucking reading, you might hear something that's going to fucking help you. I mean, y'all are so desperately, oh God, give me a reading. What the fuck does it look like I'm doing? Like, what the fuck does it look like I'm doing? Give me a fucking break, man. What does it look like? It looks like I'm giving you a motherfucking reading, don't it? Something's going to come through because of what he did. Telling you, it says the Hierophant. Something God's been watching it. God's been having you cloaked. I promise you. There you are, the Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. You're about to receive the Emperor, the Hierophant, the Ace of Pentacles, the Tower, and the King of Swords. You're about to get something from this Emperor, from the Hierophant. Somebody in higher up is gonna give this to you. This is a donation that was collected and you didn't receive it. I promise you. They try to keep it from this earth angel to keep you from getting this new beginning. You're about to receive it now, and then you can move forward. You'll have no worries for this Empress. And your strength, your perseverance, you're still alive. You made it. Telling you, they stole a fucking donation from you. And then ended up giving you like $200 for you to find you a fucking place to be or something and bullshit, okay? I'm telling you. This is about to come out. It's about to be found public. I'm telling you. 5 swords, 4 swords, 7 swords, and the King of Swords. Made some kind of decision. He's listening to his intuition. I'm telling you, this King of Swords is about to give you a way out. This King of Swords is about to give you a way out, collective. Know that you're about to get this new beginning. Don't have like stress or doubt or anything. Okay? Know that you're gonna get this. This has been accumulating over time. These fucking people, man, this little bullshit they've been doing. There's too many fucking clues to say that they're not doing it. I mean, they're definitely doing something to you. Okay? And so, there's a donation or something, y'all. I keep hearing about a donation. They collected some kind of GoFundMe and never gave it to you. They tried to have you locked up so they could keep it. I'm telling you. Let's ask Pendulum. Pendulum, was there like a GoFundMe or something like that made for Collective when they was in that incident, that fire? Was there a GoFundMe, some kind of donation page made that Collective's not aware of? Did somebody make some type of donation page or something? Some kind of donations that Collective's not aware of? Yes. Stop. And did they end up keeping it? Pam? Did Pam end up keeping it and not giving it to Collective? Pam stole your donations from your incident that you went through, a very fucking traumatic fucking bullshit with these people? Yeah? Stop. Is she gonna get caught? Is Pam gonna get caught for being a thief? Because that's what she is. Is Pam Neely gonna get caught, the one at Family Dollar? Is she gonna get caught for being a thief? Yes. Get caught, bitch. Fucking thief. Nasty fucking thief. Don't get caught for all of it. The shit you had done at fucking Walmart, the whole 9. Divine seen everything. Divine seen it all. Your buddy, Jimmy Dillard. Yeah, all of them. The whole 9. All of y'all motherfuckers, y'all little hillbilly motherfucking mafia fixing to go down. All of you. The one's done run off. The one that had me kicked out of here is done run out rogue. She's rogue. She knows she's fucking guilty. You know what you're talking about, Collective. You're on your fucking game. There's some reason that you called this officer 5 fucking times. A whole month has went by and he still hasn't contacted you back. A whole entire month since the last time you called him. And he's still unavailable. The whole fucking month has went past. And he's still unavailable. What's that? What's going on with this fucking unavailable, sorry ass motherfucking coward ass motherfucking cop in this fucking town? I'm sick of it. What's up with his unavailability? Says Knight of Wands. Oh, he's attracted to you? Oh, okay. That should make it better, huh? Ace of Pentacles. He went and got something prepared. He's going to try to offer this to you privately. I swear he is. Don't take it. Make him do it publicly because that bitch needs to fucking go to jail and this fucking gang members of this fucking hillbilly mafia need to fucking all fall. They all need to go. All of them. A clean fucking sweep. Judgment. 7 of Cups. Yep, they all need to go. Every one of them. Period. They're going to be raided. They're going to get raided. The Fool and the Temperance card. You're going to come out clean and shiny on the other side. You are very, 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 very loved by divine because you follow direct. You do what they tell you to do. You obey. I'm telling you, you're stepping into boss, the Sun card. All your wishes for your work. All your wishes. Final judgment is from divine. It's not from these men, these humans. Final judgment is not from these fucking humans, y'all. It's from divine, from God. God makes it. God makes it. So that happened afterwards. That happened after. For no reason. Went to the Family Dollar to get a drink. I went to go get one of them damn Arizona teas. And the bitch living upstairs that they moved in on me. Upstairs, they was giving me hell. I don't know if y'all remember. They was giving me fucking hell, boy. Throwing bowling balls on the floor. There's 4 people living up there. She took my place at Family Dollar, crazily enough. And I went in there to just get me a drink. All I did was get me a drink. And Donna asked me how things are going. I said, well, the bitch upstairs won't fucking stop. I'm looking right at her. And Donna says, oh, they're still doing that shit? And I said, yeah, ask her. And pointed at her like that. They start coming there fucking 2 days later. 2 days later, they come to my door, knocking on my door, talking about, oh, we have a thing here banning you from the Family Dollar. I said, for what? They said something like I was fighting it. I said, fighting? What the fuck are you talking about? If I was fighting at the Family Dollar, y'all's asses would have been up there to arrest me because y'all are itching so bad to arrest me that y'all would have been up there. Are you fucking kidding me? Altercation? What are you talking about? All I said is to Donna, yeah, but she gonna fucking quit, ain't she? And they banned me from the Family Dollar. I didn't do nothing. I went in there to get me a drink. Well, next thing I know, they're getting kicked out for having 4 deep upstairs. And they wouldn't stop. But the boy was the fucking pharmacist at the Walmart in LaGrange, okay? So I go to the Walmart LaGrange like 2 or 3 days later, and boom, they try to fucking get me for fucking shoplifting. Kept me harassing me in the fucking line for an hour and a half. Y'all, it's unreal. It's so fucking unreal. I am a true earth angel. I don't fucking do nothing. So the lawyer, I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it going, nah, fuck no, I'm not fucking guilty of nothing. Nothing at all, okay? And I'm fighting it. The lawyer sits there with me. She says she done went over it like 4 times. And she says she didn't see me do nothing. Nothing. Me and her went over it. There was nothing. I didn't do anything. Nothing wrong. Jimmy Dillard of LaGrange is buddy with this fucking people. I'm telling you, they're all fucking connected. Jimmy Dillard's an alcoholic. Okay? They're all buddy. They're all connected, okay? The lawyer they first gave me, I told him I didn't want him. I didn't want him. He's buddy with the fucking people at the Walmart. He sat in there the first day, talked to them for 2 fucking hours and never spoke to me, not once. Never even spoke to me. My lawyer. And I was like, what the fuck? Over there talking to them about fishing and shit. I was right there. I was sitting. These motherfuckers, this Walmart dude come in and sat down right beside me, not knowing that I was the fucking one, supposedly, that was the shoplifter. He didn't even recognize me. And I'm going, what the fuck? What are you talking about, retard? Get the fuck out of here. Leave right now. People, I'm not a criminal. I don't have no kind of criminal background or nothing like that. Who's a crack addict? You? Why do you post that shit live on people's lives that you're on crack? That's something's wrong with you. Forget about you about what? Did you sit there and fucking ask 5,000 times for a personal reading? Is that what you want me to not forget about? Okay, I'll keep it in mind that you asked 5 billion zillion times for a personal reading. Okay, I'll keep it in mind. I won't forget. This is one of those virals, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. There was some kind of scheme that fucking lawyer was doing to send me the paperwork and shit. I'm telling you she was. Because I wasn't receiving any kind of mailed letters saying my court dates. She would send them to me through a text. Wasn't getting any kind of legal paperwork saying that I have a court date. It was coming through her text. Look, you're about to move forward. It is almost over. How? I want to know how. It's serendipity. You gotta wait. It's some kind of partnership. Some kind of partnership. It's gonna be aired out. Some kind of telling you, look at this. Coming to the star. You're gonna be fucking seen as a hero. Because there's somebody been living in fear. I don't lie neither. What are you talking about? I do have lips. I wouldn't be able to talk if I didn't, fool. Possibly because that attorney, look, somebody's hot, they're undercover. Possibly because that attorney was a fucking assistant, like an aide. She was like an aide. There's somebody that's like having guilt or something over this, feeling guilt about it. They're about to bring it to light. Somebody's wanting to come privately, but it's going to be publicly announced. It's going to end up being public. And somebody was trying to do it in private. Good. Let me explain something real quick, okay? If you're the light, if you're the shiny light, there's going to be darkness all around you. I hope you understand that, okay? You're there to expose that darkness, okay? So you need to understand that, because if you're the light and there's a bunch of lights around you, you're not going to be able to see the light. You understand that? If you're wondering why the darkness surrounds you or what have you, there's like moth to a flame, okay? They actually really truly want your knowledge, information, your glow, your power. They're coming after it, okay? But once they get to it, they're blinded and they start trying to snuff it out. But they're drawn to you for a reason. Something about your teaching. You're a teacher. Very knowledgeable. You have knowledge of the law, everything. Doesn't matter if they're jealous or why the reason is. It doesn't matter why the reason is. All that matters is that you're going to get some kind of fucking justice out of it. For being persistent, not stopping, carrying on, and you exposed it. You're teaching something. You got control of something. With these in your hand, you're controlling something. You're teaching something. Teaching about faith, apparently. Because that's a divine card. What does collective need to know here? It says 5 of Wands. The Magician. This is a whole... Yeah, I got 2 sets of lips, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. How about that? Oh, you think so? I'm glad you have that much confidence in me. Look, you're going to overcome this fucking... This is witchcraft. There is no competition. You're going to overcome this witchcraft. It's a group of people. What do you think you're so... I mean, like, what's so funny about your dumbass statement? You've got to be like 12 or something like that. Whatever it is coming in quickly. Somebody's going to be disappointed. They're getting raided. The 9 of Pentacles is getting raided publicly. It says, and you're going to receive something because there is no competition. How do these little fucking children keep getting in here? I don't understand. Not sure how these little bitty children are getting in here, like little baby children. I don't get it. I have a thing on my YouTube that only 18 and up can come in here. That's an awful lot of children getting in here for it to be just a coincidence. Don't you think, collective? That's an awful lot of little children getting in here for it to just be coincidence. But I need to make a phone call today about the cyberbullying. Y'all saw on my live where someone made a threat to me over internet lines, saying that they was going to get me. Y'all seen it on my live, right? I gotta make a phone call and because you know that's a federal offense. You go to federal prison. It don't matter how old you are. You making threats over the line. That's cyberbullying, baby, and they're cracking down on that shit. Cracking down to the maximum on that. So this will be the 6th time that I call the unavailable officer and tell him that I'm being threatened now over my internet. We'll see what he does. If he even answers. Because he's unavailable. Take that as it resonates. It says deep cuts. Must be some kind of bullshit that they're doing with the AIs. They're testing the AIs to be dicks or something. Page 144, y'all. Woohoo! Ain't no coincidence. I leaned into him and thought. Freshly mowed grass, wet in spring, soil from my mom's garden, my brother's football gear in the back of the van. Nostalgia stirred in me, raising its head from a long hibernation. I wondered what it would be like to bring Joe home. What about you? After a minute, he said, freshly poured asphalt baking in the heat. I saw him sitting on a curb in a brilliant summer, his sensitive eyes squinting in the brightness, waiting for his mom to get better. A waiter came by with a tray full of squat glasses. Johnny Walker Black? It says, I took one automatically because it was free. Joe shook his head. I was about to make fun of myself for holding 2 drinks when Joe said, a little anxiously, PJ Harvey is actually really tough to cover. It's just a wedding. I set one of my drinks down on a nearby table and put my hand on his chest, feeling his heartbeat. Are you nervous? My fingers slid between the buttons of his white shirt. Only because you're here. Don't do that, I said. You're going to kill it. It says, he leaned down until our faces were touching and said quietly into my ear, did I kill it downstairs? The question embarrassed me, but I murmured an assent. I tasted the light sweat of his freshly shaven cheekbone. They called us to dinner. Seated at our table were Luke and the other Carolina guys, none of whom had been granted a +1, a pair of wedding photographers who wolfed down their meals and disappeared. I had known the bandmates only slightly in Berkeley, and one of them was new, a replacement for the original drummer, who had started smoking heroin on the road. But they knew a lot about me. I fell comfortably into the role they wanted me to play, arguing about music and probing for stories from the road. So somebody's a perfect fit because someone is a drug addict and left the band. I'm trying to tell you, that goes right along with the story. You're going to be some kind of perfect fit. You may be changing careers, going into some kind of new career, but you're going to find your soul tribe. Looks like you may be invited to a wedding of some kind or a big celebration of some kind. They're wanting you to go. Something is limited too. There's something limited, like invites or something like that. Limited invites or something. They invite you. They want you to go. Take it as it resonates. Okay. A green 4 fell out. Take what resonates. Here we go with the letters. Y'all, if this resonates with you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. If you want to donate to the channel, it's Cash App, $ ANGELMOON6237. Have super chat and super thanks. And yeah, go for it. Ezekiel. Renewal of Israel. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, when the house of Israel dwelt in their own land, they defiled it by their own ways and deeds. So, that's pretty much what they're doing here. They're defiling their own land by their deeds. Anyway, to me, their way was like the uncleanliness of a woman in their customary impurity. A woman on the rag. Yeah. Therefore I poured out my fury on them for the blood they had shed on the land, and for their idols with which they had defiled it. So I scattered them among the nations, and they were dispersed throughout the countries. I judged them according to their ways and their deeds. When they came to the nations, wherever they went, they profaned my holy name. When they said of them, These are the people of the Lord, and yet they have gone out of his land. But I had concern for my holy name, which the house of Israel had profaned among the nations wherever they went. Well, that's currently happening right now. So somebody's been trying to desecrate your name, trying to bring down, uh, uh, because of your faith, because you're an earth angel. They're against you. This nasty, desecrated town is against you because you're an earth angel. They're against you. They've desecrated their own land with their deeds. They've shed innocent blood in their own land with their deeds. And they get recognized and clout for being who they are. And they're the ones doing it. I guess this crooked detective makes these fucking things so he'll have something to do. So he can look like he's out working, trying to solve a case that he created. Take it as it resonates. Alright. Five, 3, 9, 8. Something 8 and 8. Something is coming complete. We got a 1, 3, 1, 5, 8, 9. This seems like an area code. Positive, Georgia. Something's very positive coming about. Ugly guy, ugly guy. Well, someone has like issues with their self issues, self-talk. Glad, fully glad. Avenue, flag, red flag, gay. Alright, take that as it resonates. All that's out here. It says forward calls. 1, okay, there's a couple missing, and trust and a decision is missing. So there's a couple, trust, and a decision is missing out of them numbers, because there's only 1 through 9 are the only numbers that exist on Earth. There's no 0. 0 is null. It doesn't exist. It's nothing. Forward clues. Forward me, clues, guard. Forward me, clues. Awards for clues. Awards me for clues. Gun. Have gun. Oh, let me stop for a second. I just heard yesterday, okay, I was watching something. I can't remember what I was watching. I was watching something though. Well, it started talking about it was because Kevin Hart took a Ouija board to Kai Sentient's house to play. They was gonna play on a Ouija board. Okay, so this person was like doing an investigation on Ouija board or whatever. Okay, we all know what a Ouija board is and what it does and that. Well, they was talking about that there is one demon, a demon that is over that Ouija board. Like there's a hierarchy. We already know that, right? Well, that demon's name is Zozo. Okay. And every time that you talk to the Ouija board, you talk to Zozo. You don't talk to nobody else or no ancestor or nothing like that. You talk directly to Zozo. So, just saying that, I wanted to inform y'all that that is what's going on. You're talking directly to Zozo. The demon Zozo. Go find out about it, okay? Don't fuck with the Ouija board. I'm telling you, it's got a. It was cursed from the creation of it. Like they put a spell over the Ouija board, and put the demon Zozo in it. Okay? I'm telling y'all. There's a demon called Zozo that's in the Ouija board. He'll even tell you his name if you ask him, and he'll say Zozo. Z-O-Z-O. Okay? I'm telling you. I promise. Rewards me for clues on a gun. Holy war. Holy war. Gravy. Holy war is gravy. Something about a hole. Somebody's got a hole. Whole car. Dances. Dancer. Dances. Dancer. Dancer. Gave. Dancer gave. False. False something. It says famous. Famous dancer. Oh, there's one O. Famous dancer. Holly? What about Holly? She's the fucking one that got me in that fucking bullshit fucking Family Dollar to begin with. Begging me to come to dance, to come to work there. Every chance, every what? Every guard us. Guard us. Famous. It doesn't say Hollywood, but goddamn, you would think that it almost says Hollywood. Cameras. Cameras guard you. Hell of a victory. well of holy well, the cameras didn't do nothing. It was all on camera. I was completely innocent, and they still fucking tried to charge me with it. Mercy. Mercy for God, from God, mercy from God. Oh, that's something else I wanted to talk to y'all about. The Doge. The Doge is an anagram or whatever, the opposite of God. Okay? Something to do about the opposite of God. Merge on, saying owner of house. Owner of house. Merge as owner of house. So you're going to merge as the owner of the house? Full advocate. Full advocate. Okay. amuse, amuse. Grade A. It says grade A. It says call on God. Okay, well, I call on God. Call on angels, angels. Angels of God. Okay. We're much aware, much aware. Angels much aware of Lord, of you. The angels are aware of you. Okay. You're an self-aware. You're self-aware, much self-aware. Guard you. Guard you. Much self-aware, guard you. Love you, love. Guard your love. Any love. Guard any love. Rules of war. It says rules of war. We're all your we're all your we're all guards, changes, all changes, something's changing. Fro. Very what? Very much. Love you very much. Angel. Angels love you very much. It says it. Slow down. Slow down. Argued. False. False what? Regular. What does it say regular for? Lead, regular, deal, lady, regular lady. What does that mean? Regular lady, self-assure us, usual, usually, fear, grand, much, usually fear, grand, wolves, vows, easy. That's interesting. And rage, anger and rage usually end, far away. Something's far away. Anger and rage usually end far away. Overall, USD, something about dollars, found US dollars, found funds. It says found some kind of funds. Found funds. Ground. On grounds. Overall, you swayed us. Overall, you swayed us for somebody's. What is the guns? What is the guns? Guns away. Used a gun for my friend. There's no I. Force me something. House swayed me. Her fault. Let's say it. Her fault. There's no T. Her faults. Courage. False courage. Uncourage. False courage. Okay, my way. Loud. Self. My way. Courage. Got something about dollars. Dollar bill, yo. Dollar bill, yo. Found US dollars. It keeps saying. Funny. She fund dollars. She fund away my. She fund away my. It would say future if there was a T out here, but it don't. Grade. Load on. My way. On my way. To what? What are you on your way to? On my way, she furls. I don't know, I said rude. Shady, fall. This is false. Falls hard. Something hardy. Somebody named Hardy. Something green. Victory. You see victory. Agreed. Greedy. Family. Family's greedy. Share my grief. So something about words and swords. My words have full, have all, have full, agree, argument, a full argument. My words have full argument. Argue, can argue. Something about a vision. My words can fully argue. Have full argue my words can have. So somebody's ashamed. Ashamed. It says worldly. Game. World game. It's a world game. Somebody is famous for being a gamer. Flash of force. Cash for raid. Brett Favre. I used to know somebody who dated him. I worked with her at a car auction. Mr. Van, red van, mauve van. Yeah, okay, that had them two women in it. It had them kids that are always fucking different kids. These women act like they didn't have no idea, nothing about how to take care of no kid. Dreamly. Large face. Large favor. Deem me large favor. Angel. Someone deem you an angel. Wager. Modely. Cash my. Anger. I don't know. We got rumors. Flow. Crazy. Rumors are crazy. Rumors crazy. Somebody's coded. Florida gave, have, code, deduce, more, morals. Your morals, due, wages, cash, something for cash. Crash my car. Crash my world. Crash my world. Flage. Why would it say flage? But there you go. Flage. Something like that. Y'all know what flage means. Go ahead and tell me, because I'm not sure what flage is. That's funny. This says you feud. You crash my world. You crash my world. Camouflage? Camouflage. Yeah. It says camouflage. Somebody's a hunter or somebody's a undercover. I knew it was showing me flage for some reason, y'all. It says green as well. You're a angel. It says you're an angel, and it says something about revenue. Revenue. Shady. Shirley. Red flags. Race. There's a raven out here. A crow is too. Craven, Wes Craven. Oh my God, look at this. Some kind of nightmare. An armor. Daily flags. Dually. Wow, why the fuck does it say Wes Craven? That shit's fucking irritating. Vampires. That's gotta be why it's saying Wes Craven, y'all. Grave. Armor on you. Hard armor on you. Hard armor on you. Something about ugly. Self-talk. Someone's talking bad to themselves. Evan. CW. Views. It's something about the way they view something. We. Somebody's in Savannah, Georgia. A crew. They're in Savannah, Georgia. Murder. Yeah, they murdered Damon's son there. Cowards. Yep, some kind of relief is coming. Yeah, they murdered Damon's son. When they murdered that baby. And they tried to kill me. I promise. They did it all in one night. You can't. There's no coincidence that 3 incidences happened. I didn't die, y'all. I'm still alive. I promise. Amy and Paul did it. Amy wanted Rick for some fucking reason. They did it though. She's mostly Amy. I guarantee you. Shane's out here. Damon. All of them. Uncle, and we're sleeping together in bed. Like, sleeping together. This is her uncle. They was sleeping together because she gets stuff from him if she sleeps with him. Without a doubt. Girlfriend, you rule. It says, girlfriend, you rule. Something about cowards. Crown your head. Crown your head. It says, crown Head. Something ashamed. We ashamed. Something about women. Women, sad, shady women. Ugly. Why am I saying ugly? Crave. Gave. Something about in a grave. Curly hair. Someone's got curly hair. Flavor. Far. Frazzle. Frank. No, okay. Okay. Dave had some girl. This is Dave had some girl. Gave her a hard something about hard cash. Cold hard cash. Gave cold hard cash. Men saw her. Men saw her. Cold hard cash. Gravy was gravy. Something was easy to, like, someone had no kind of empathy or nothing about it. Old men can. Old me can't solve. This is solve. Old me can something solved. Okay. Weary, hurry. Flaws, hurry. Graceful. Something's graceful. Hurry. Man can land. Oh no, it says a clan. Solve land. Solve and hurley. Race for me. Race for me. Rick. Someone had a wreck. Crash. Grand. Holiday. Holidays out here except for the I. Yeah, there's definitely an insurance scam going on. Laura. Okay, Laura has something to do with these uppity people around here. Laura Ferguson. Laura, son, love me. Laura's son, love me. Says something. A cradle. Above goes. Wait a minute. There's no T. Holy Ghost. There's no T. Holy Ghost. On me. Guard me. Angel of God. It says the Holy Ghost guards me, the angel of God. I swear. Oh. All allure. Oh, why I keep saying allure. Allure me. Allure as as me. As me. So somebody was trying to be me. Good luck. Hell, I have a hard enough time being me. I don't know how the fuck y'all try to be me. Handy. Go handy. Go handy. Go hand. Go hand your case. Go handle your case. Handle your... Somebody's going to... Like gun handle... gun handle your case. Moved me. Your case moved me. So somebody's saying... Scare guns. Hal? Who's Hal? Henry. Scared Henry. Okay, Henry needs to be fucking scared. Henry's the biggest fucking crook. Just saying. That's his last name, by the way. Wall of unmoved scenery. Dome, dull, golfer, lawyer, my lawyer was false. I guarantee you she was a fucking aide or something. I'm telling you, she's a fucking liar. Drove blank car. Drove blank. Okay. Law. Regular use of drugs. The laws on regular use of drugs. Regular use of drugs. That's what it says. Regular use of drugs. A Nova? Someone had a Nova. Damn, it's been a long time since I heard about a fucking Nova. Reoccur. Something's reoccurring. We got Falcon. That's higher. Something from a higher perspective. Reoccur. Herd. Okay, that's the county I'm in. Be nice for these motherfuckers to finally be put to a stop. He hard. Slugs. Well, I know that I found a fucking bullet casing. My way. It hard. Elon. Oh my God. Face Elon. Something about a cure. I'll face Elon. He ain't nothing but a motherfucking man to me. I don't care. They all the same to me. Somebody got to face Elon. He famous. It says he famous. Hard way. Hard way. The hard way. He famous the hard way. Large figure. Large. New. Always. Something's always new. I'm a nerd. Some kind of cure for learn a way of learned ways curl calm our it says devour too. Our fight our fought our way learned all from God. Discern your discern something about December, okay, was saw discern your discern was all my all as fuck. Let's see, chosen war chose war we got Dean out here. Something's in the red. Rude. My crew chose no show me hard call. Something is a hard call. Any figures? Or show me dare call any. I call them all motherfuckers. They ain't nothing but fucking people. I call them all. I'll call them again if I have to. How dare you? How dare you show? How dare you call? Call what? Ran. Hands are warm. Hands are warm. Warn me. Hands are warm. You sail. You left. No. Joel. Gull. Goose. Goof. Jail. Legit. Full. You full. You full. Are you full? Something about an avenue. Cage. My army. This is God's army, baby. God's army are chance are when a full vacuum. Gary somebody's sorry. Me sorry was mad. Me games a game. Me sorry was mad. A game fully hand full hand Okay, false names gave a false name when crash. Somebody crashed and gave them your name, collective. Sorry. This is something about dollars. Again. Dollar General? Dollar General? Someone gave a false name at the Dollar General? Dollar General. Someone gave your name at a Dollar General. They must have got caught for something. For some reason it says aluminum foil. Owner of real land. We got Larry. Lead. Some kind of deal. Then we got a house. House of cards. House of cards falls down really easily. Somebody's leery. General in general. Fumes of gas. Fumes of gas. Take that as it resonates, is what it says. Fumes of gas. Cards say something scary. Cards say healer. Oh, you healer. Matt. There's no T. I keep seeing a T and there's not. Cool leader. Could heal my house. Share my home. It says golden. Go Hallie. Somebody named Hallie. Harley. Scars of my Harley. Someone drives a motorcycle. Slow down in old age. Someone wants to slow down old age. Snare. They play the drums, whoever it is a drummer. Or the drummer got on heroin and quit the band, like the book said. No, you can't have one. Oh. Let's see, this Retro King, you can't have a reading. You can't even watch this one because you don't think that it's a reading. So, bye, dickhead. This God, me handling this too. We're doing it together. Amen. I pray that with you as well. Freedom, clarity, justice. Because this is bullshit. What the fuck is going on? Especially with these crooked ass fucking cops. They're supposed to be there to serve and protect, and they're the ones doing it. They're the ones putting us in danger. They're the ones that's not fucking handling this business because they're all greedy. And they need to be brought down. A whole new set of people need to be brought in because this whole fucking set of cops that are here need to be fucking taken out. How you gonna call to get some kind of help? They don't fucking never ever call you back or nothing. They just keep letting it fucking happen to you. They need to fucking fall. All of them. Every person involved need to fall. Crush Alley, Valley. Crush Valley. Drum. Courage of an angel. They keep saying that. Courage of an angel. Rally us. Cover all. Uncover all. That's what the holdup has been. That's what the holdup's been. Everything's going to get uncovered. Everything. Uncover all. Amaze us. Amazed us. Uncovered all. Amazed us. You're amazing. Grew. Something grew heavy. Small clues. Something about a clause. Small clues uncovered all. Somebody's in a daze. Heavy load. Confused. Who's confused? I'm not fucking confused. It's gotta be them. Group. Confused group. No, there's no P. Confused. Grandma? Confused my grandma? Confused all of us. Amazed me. He amazed. You confused all of us. Something about your gracefulness. graceful, on graceful sounds, graceful sound, my graceful sound, amazed, we're amazed, waved at, waved, have, we have, Havana, huna, na. I know my heart is in Havana, na, na, na. Laura, man. Sees source, sourceful, my source, and my source can gracefully leave, head, your head, full, was your head full, something about an eve, they were using some kind of magic on some type of specific days. We have our you have our full we ran a scan. We ran a scan. A scam. Our scam got fully weave. Rage, grand scam. Our grand scam. Fully weave our grand scam. Husband. Loves you. Scared of our self, weaved and cultivated something, my plant, my scam, song of we Grand Avenue, Electric Avenue. We're gonna rock down to Electric Avenue, and then we'll take it higher. Let's see what these freaks are saying now. I suppose, but you're blessed to be in this generation. Just saying. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Amen. I agree with you, Hector. Yeah. Just keep praying for clarity, justice. It says, scour the land. It's crazy how I see it all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. It says, scour land fully. Scour land fully. Somebody's on a hunt. We gave her room, Mars, lamb, scour the land fully. We gave something about cheering, harm, Gave harm. View. Charm. Charm her. Charm her. Soul. Soul. Randy, Andy. Handy. Full and. Full. Rules. Gave her rules. We gave her rules. Our rules. Forward. Home. Something home. Came home. And she was nude. Came home and she was nude. Laid for. Laid for. Gave a. Sorry. Somebody's lazy. I don't know. Somebody's mad at somebody. Gave her rules. Came home. She was nude. Sorry. It says safe house. Safer. Safer. Saver. Safer. Safer. Saver. Wolf. Owl. Ranch. Branch. Dude. Somebody was lazy. Gave famous. False. Could save her. Could save her. Something about a flavor. Savory. Flavor. Ranch. Savory flavor. Fled. Ranch. Soul. God, we got the law. We got a lawyer. We got a large lady. Came. Large lady came. Lid. Very. Large lady came as. Oh, that lawyer is a large lady. She's large as fuck. I'm just saying. Launch a game, a very fun game. Once we seen her flavor. It says hound. Launching some kind of game once we see her flavor. Wave. I'll be right back. Delays me. Says money. Says my money. My money was my money. My money was law, flaws, racer, erase. Erased my name. Erased my name. Erased name. Erased name on raffle. On logo. On goal. It says French now. I see the word French in France. Francis. France. Came. Goal name. Some kind of female name. Female. Sad female. Raunchy. Roach. Govern what? Govern land. Lacey. We got something about a salad out here. Share my house. All right. It says something about morals. Say morals. Morals say somebody's lazy. Morals say. Moral says. Moral of the story. What? Do. Leave. Clever. Says flag. Word. Flash word. Flash word. All right, flash words. Morals say fled, leave. There's something else out here. Feels so. Used. Allured. LEA. Share. Shaved head. My shaved head feels. Somebody had red hair. Shaved their head. Feels covered. Feels uncovered. My shaved head feels uncovered. Somebody had red hair and shaved their head. It says, my shaved head feels uncovered. My shaved head feels uncovered. Someone has red hair. I'm telling y'all. It's saying this. Haggle. Hargle. Hargle. Why it's saying that? Haggle. My fame says large cash. Frugal. Something's frugal. Under. Y'all, I can't. Okay, somebody's undercover for sure. Somebody with her. Apparently, they shaved their red hair because their red hair was what, giving too much away. I don't know. They're undercover though. Undercover. So take all these numbers out. These plus signs. Sell my false undercover, false, flaws, undercover flaws, undercover what? My undercover same, we're same. They're saying we're the same. This person's undercover. follow you, follow, fellow, my fellow undercover has a Georgia. My fellow has an undercover Georgia. It says gravy, alone, saloon, or salon. It says salon. My fella has a salon. He works undercover. Flew to Georgia. A shame. Alright, y'all. That's a lot there. That's a lot going on. Fleas. Fleas. Why you say fleas? It says freezing. Oh, somebody's freezing. My froze. My freeze. My froze. My froze. On road. Froze. Someone's stuck on in this cold on the road. This is sailor. We fled. We fled. When you gave clues. I swear it says that. We fled when you gave clues. Take that as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. There's probably more out here. I'm just tired. Closed case forever. It says closed case forever. Forever. Young, sweet lady. It says Henry. It says Rose. Henry Rose. Something about lenses. Clear lenses. Clear your lenses. Clear your eyes. Clear my eyes. Cleared my eyes. It says cleared my eyes. You're good. Cleared my eyes of faults. It says cleared my eyes of faults. Men or women. Men and women are out here. Does it say humans? Does. It says humans. False humans. Somebody, it says Steelers too, y'all. So Steelers, Pittsburgh. It says Steelers out here. It says false humans. Clear of false humans. Clear my eyes. Clear my eyes of false humans. It says humans. I can't believe it says fucking humans. It says male and female. Male and or. It says male and or females. Leave a clear. Leave a clear. Gave a clear 2 years, 1 year, 1 year since once a one love cloudy cloudy server cloudy server service server, there's no I. Clone my soul. Alone my soul. Clowned, crowned me. Wears a crown. Wears a crown. Wears my crown. Okay, I'm trying to do it. Head on my head. Ears. What is ears? Sear. Steel. No, there's no S. I mean, no T. Gears my crown. Somebody's envious. Regulates. Elevates. It says all of that. Dreamy. Guard dreams. It says guard my dreams. Guard my dreams, it says. Whew. Wonderful. Somebody's so sorry, it says. So sorry. So sorry. Something about a dilemma and a delay. MN name. I won't tell no one your name. Guard your dreams. Keep your dreams silent. Don't tell nobody nothing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't tell no one your name. Alright. Guard my dreams. It says guard my dreams. My soul has golden. It said golden. My soul is golden. Or it don't have an I. As golden chosen. As golden chosen. Just putting all the words together that was out there, y'all. Trying to make a sentence out of it. Chose golden soul. Chose to share. Chose share my golden soul from God. It says it in there. Y'all go look at those letters. I guarantee you, all the letters that I just said in that sentence is out there in that fucking in those letters. It says it plain as day. Chose my golden soul. Chose my golden soul. Covered me. Covered me. You were cloaked. God chose to cloak your golden soul. I'm telling you, we don't need no wings. I'm telling you. Chapter 19. After a quick shower, Tara found she couldn't sit down. She should have been physically exhausted, but anxiety had a way of ramping up her regardless. She ate some rolled up slice of ham and cheese for lunch while standing at the kitchen counter, and after pacing the length of the apartment for 10 minutes, she stormed out into the street again. This was not a trip for relaxing, which was good since she seemed incapable of doing that at this point. Besides, she needed to work out the kinks in her legs. It had been too long since she had done a substantial ride. She decided to visit the four-post monument Richard had recommended, which she'd seen on her way to Isabella's coven. But she really didn't want to be alone. She texted Yolanda. "Hey, it's Tyr. Going to check out the four-post. You want to join me?" A response came right away. "Hi, I'm on a run at the moment, but not far from there. I'll meet you at the traffic circle at 10 or 15. Perfect. So something's going on, 10 or 15. Something's going to be... There's something going to be said that's going to change everything. That was page 201, y'all. It says, the day was bright and warm, the birds chirping loudly as they swooped from the tree to tree in small park across the street. Someone's looking for you to tell you something. These birds chirping loudly is a message coming to you. Loud, okay? Loud and clear. Teens in uniform lounging on the benches in the sun like lizards. She started around the outside of the east wall, keeping to the path that hugged it. Once she passed the last hotel, she started downhill. The traffic all but disappeared, and she welcomed the solitude. Okay, a second ago she didn't want to be alone, and now she's welcoming it. It felt good to keep moving. She knew from experience that the worst thing you could do after pushing yourself physically was to lie on the couch. That was the ache crept in. It's telling you to keep moving. You're on the right track. To keep moving, okay? To keep the momentum built, okay? Don't just get lazy and lay down and say, okay, I'm fucking done. Don't do that. Keep going, okay? It says, Tara had noticed how sedimentary she had become in the 5 months before, rarely leaving her property. It was as if she had been stuck in a loop, trying to find solace in the monotone of her days, trying to act as if nothing had changed. She supposed that was probably the clinical definition of depression. With this trip, she was starting to feel as though she had broken free of the loop, but was now petrifyingly working without a net, because she don't have any direction. It's Tear! The shout came from up ahead, and she was a jogger heading towards her. Yolanda, I'm so glad you can meet me. They gave each other a kiss on the cheek. Ma sweaty, or I'd give you a hug. She looked very, very fit to Tear, wearing printed leggings and crop top, her burgundy hair in a high, messy bun. I like the athleisure look on you. You run every day? Psst, I wish I had the time. Yolanda stopped and leaned her hands on her thigh, breathing heavily. What about you? Me, oh, I don't run unless there's a zombie chasing me. I don't run either, but I can. But I don't. Baby says, run. The only time I run is for her. Yolanda peeked around Tear, looking up the path behind her. Well, the coast is clear, so I guess we're walking. Unless zombies come. Unless zombies come, they both repeated. It says Tear asked Yolanda weeks as they walked. Yolanda's weak as they walked. Oh, she asked about her week. Focusing on the top. Focusing the top off her. What does that fucking mean? Anyway, Tear spent enough time worrying about that, so it felt good to focus on other people's issues. Okay, so they're telling you to go be of service, of servitude, okay? Tear spent enough time worrying about that, so it felt good to focus on other people's issues. Yolanda's selfish ex, the real estate market, aging. As they were walking over the bridge that crossed the river, Yolanda said in a theoretical, casual voice, so I hear you were biking through Rodrigo Romero this morning. Tear stopped short. You're kidding me, right? It's been like an hour, and nobody even knows me here but you and that cranky guy from the first floor. And Rodrigo, clearly. She nodded impatiently. And Rodrigo. Yolanda waved her hand for her to continue. Yes, and Tear started walking again. It's not like that. We're friends. She could feel Yolanda staring at her. What? Nothing. I'm just surprised. Tear pointed at her, smiling big. Ah, I get it. You're interested in him. She could totally understand why and picture them looking stunningly together with only a tiny twinge of unreasonable jealousy. Yolanda waved her hands. No interest. After my ex-husband, I think I'll stick to women. No, it's just he's one of the good ones, you know. Yes, he is. She narrowed her eyes at Tear. And I don't want you to break his heart. Ha, no worries there, not going to happen. He's a great guy, but I'm just not interested in being with anyone these days. I get that, Yolanda said, as they crossed yet another traffic circle. I'm heading there myself. I can feel it. I think I'll welcome it because sometimes I wish I weren't interested in relationships. It's getting harder as I get older, you know, meeting people. You? No way. You've got that badass fearless style. Actually, never mind. I know for a fact that fearlessness intimidates a lot of people. It's so true. Face it, as women, once we get a certain age, we're invisible. Tear stopped again. We are not. The media just makes us feel that way. Yolanda shrugged. Doesn't matter why. It just is, even in terms of work. I'm 57 and I'm already worried about not having enough energy to hustle like the other agents out there. And if real estate doesn't work out at this age, I couldn't even get hired at an office job I'm grossly overqualified for and could do in my sleep. Really, damn. I've been so insulated in higher education. I don't even know what it's like in the real world. Being old and being faculty doesn't seem to be an issue. But is it the same for women professors as it is for men? Be honest. This got Tear thinking. She thought about having been turned down for a chairperson while less qualified man got the job. 3 times. And those times when she expressed an idea in a faculty meeting and no one said anything, but then 20 minutes later a male colleague said the exact same thing and everyone cooed over it. And bam, it had been implemented. Well, when you're put it that way, of course, it's not the same. You're totally right. She thought for a moment. You know, it's funny we're having this conversation now. Yesterday I was offered a job to be head of my department at the university where I work. Really? But that's great, no? I guess so. You don't want it? I don't know. I was overlooked for the position several times, but it's tempting. If I don't take it, they'll just give it to another white old armchair academic. Wait, but you're white. Thanks for not saying I'm old. But in the U.S., I'm not really considered white since I'm Puerto Rican. But didn't you say for family was from here originally? Well, yes. It says she thought of the results of the DNA test she had done that stated she was almost entirely European, only 3% indigenous Tene, and 1% African. In other words, 97% colonizer. She's a colonizer. Someone's DNA. I told y'all there's something going to come down about your DNA. It's going to come down to your DNA. I'm telling you, I don't know why. I do not know why it keeps on talking about fucking DNA. I keep seeing that my ear stalkers keep hearing something about DNA, blood tests, that kind of shit. There's something to do with your specific DNA. It is golden. You got golden DNA, collective. Okay, so take that as it resonates. You're there's going to be something seeing you're extraordinary. You're truly extraordinary. I mean, there's a reason why your shit heals and shit like that. It's just crazy how you fucking how you heal up and overcome and shit like that. I'm telling you this. I feel like somebody wants to. They see your remarkableness. They want to test you or something. Your destiny is intertwined with the stars. Your intuition is your general guide. Trust your inner voice. Your intuition is your general guide. Trust your inner voice. Okay? What else you want to tell collective? Your destiny is intertwined with the stars. A magical journey is about to begin. Prepare yourself. Up until just recently. When I say just recently, it could be 5 years or so. You hid these talents, or you tried to. You tried to keep your talents hidden. You didn't want the fucking bombardery and all the shit that comes with it. Okay? Somewhere along the line, there was something that happened that caused you to say, okay, well, I need to bring these out. I need to bring this out. I need to express these gifts or something. You did. I'm telling you, it's being noticed. Okay? You were being cloaked for half your life. I mean, most of it, you were cloaked. God had a cloak over you for them to point at you and call you crazy and this, that, and another. So he could take the cloak off and say, nope, she's not crazy, she's authentic. Your families went against you, called you crazy on stuff that they know damn well is the truth. And you're looking at them going, you were there. Or there's other ones that weren't there that try to make stories about shit that they weren't even around. They didn't have nothing to do with it. They try to make the narrative be something specific. But God had you cloaked for a reason. You're about to be uncovered, if that makes sense. Are you going to take it off of there? You want to keep doing all of that? Bye. You want to keep it a secret? I keep it a secret too, sweetheart. As secret as it can get. Fucking won't even let me read it before they deleting it. Well, you can secret that to somebody else's channel, baby. Fucking write a whole bunch of shit and delete it as soon as they writing it. Who does that, man? Get the fuck out of here. Come on. What does the money moves want to tell collector? Give me 3 cards. It says, the only one showing upward says looking. It says looking. That was the last card out. This one, it says endings, expression, and looking. It says, the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. It says, open up your heart and connect with others. Express yourself, create your creative self. It says, looking. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you will find. You got a fan. You got somebody looking that's looking for you. Because some kind of cycle is over. They saw you. Look, they opened their eyes and saw you. Somebody's changed. Something changed. You changed somebody, a fan. Look at this. It says, an unexpected turn can bring positive change. Be ready for change. They just keep on confirming themselves, y'all. If y'all can't see that. Some big, huge change. You helped somebody, or you gave somebody clues, or you gave them the right formula. And it's coming through, and you're going to get some kind of rewards for it. Okay? Just take that as it resonates. You gave the right formula. You are the right formula. What's collective need to hear out of Romans? Whew. It says, what then? Romans 11:7. What then? Israel has not obtained what it seeks, but the elective have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Just as it is written, God has given them the spirit of stupor, eyes that should see not, ears that should not hear, to this very day. And David says, let their table become a snare and a trap, a stumbling block and a recompense to them. Let their eyes be darkened so that they do not see, and bow their heads back always. So, he's saying let whatever their snares, whatever they've created, or whatever they gained from their creation, from their snares, for it to backfire on them. He's asking for it to backfire on them. The deliverer will come out of Zion, and he will turn away ungodliness from Jacob. For this is my covenant with him, when I take away their sins. Concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sake. But concerning the election, they are beloved for the sake of the fathers. Small f. For the gifts and the calling of God are irrevocable. For as you were once disobedient to God, you have now obtained mercy. Through their disobedience, even so they Even so, those also have now been disobedient, that through the mercy shown, that they also may obtain mercy. For God has committed them all to disobedience, that he might have mercy on all. Oh, the depth of the rich, both of the wisdom and the knowledge of God! How unsearchable are his judgments, and his ways past finding out. For who has known the mind of the Lord, or who has become his counselor, or who has first given to him, and it shall be repaid to him? All those are questions. For of him, and through him, and to him are all things, to whom be glory forever. Amen. So to thank God for every single thing, even the enemy coming at you. I'm telling you, he's telling you to thank him for coming after you, because it's showing you that God has you in his graces. So be grateful and thankful that this is happening. Be grateful and thankful that God's using you as an instrument. I'm telling you, it's what it's saying. That these enemies that have done whatever it is that they've done to you, whatever they've taken is going to back. That thing is going to turn on them. Like if they took all your money or your house or something like that, it's going to turn on them somehow or another, okay? It's all going to come crashing down. You don't need to be concerned with it, because God has something else prepared for you already. God already has something else prepared for you. You're going to get like 2 or 3 big, huge rewards, gifts, presents out of nowhere. You're going to get them. All right, what does collective need to hear out of the message from the universe? What is the message from the universe today? You stand above, y'all. God has had, he's had you separated and cloaked, so it will appear that you're all alone. It's like, okay, well, here she is all by herself. Attack her. We'll see what happens. It's kind of thing like that, okay? Because he's got you cloaked. It's like he put you in the forefront for them to see you, to say, okay, they chose you to attack you. Because you're alone. These people, they go after, like, people that are alone, or like disabled, or elderly, or can't defend themselves. Okay? That's they attack. Well, good. Go back to sleep. Go back to sleep. Bye. Anybody want to say some smart ass shit on my comments? Anybody? So I'm closing this reading. Does anybody else got smart ass shit to say, so I can fucking send you on out? Anybody? Okay. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive better and greater. Just what I just said. He's got something better for you than what they took, and what they took is going to turn on them. Okay? It says it's all adding up in your favor. Trust the process and how things are unfolding for you. You don't got to do nothing but keep your faith. And stay authentic. You're on the right path. It says from the very, very beginning you're on the right path. What you don't know on the bottom of the deck, it says we are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you're alone in a situation, know that you never truly are. We're reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. That's what you don't see, what you don't know. They're reminding you that you're protected, you're beloved. Okay? And I know, listen, I just felt it. Some of you carry guilt for sins that you've committed. Let me tell you, you're gonna sin. Even an earth angel, you're going to sin. You're here on this earth. You're on the earth, okay? Don't be of it. But there's thoughts that cause you to sin. Just all types of things, okay? Quit beating yourself to death over that, okay? I know you do, because you're an earth angel and you feel so overwhelmingly guilty. But just let it go. You did that shit to learn something, and you actually learned it. You don't do it anymore. You learned from it. That's why it was put on you, okay? That's why you were tempted and you fell into it and so on and so forth. But you didn't stay there, okay? Because you have to experience things in order to connect with others so they know that you've been through it. You're not just talking about some shit that you have no idea about. You went to school to learn how to fucking put words on something. No, you've actually experienced it. You've actually went through it and overcame it. Okay? So quit beating yourself to death up over these sins that you've committed. You're going to sin. Every single person does. It's just like being embarrassed for a fart. Every person on the earth farts. Every person farts. What's the big fucking hanks over somebody letting the air out their butt? But everybody goes, oh my God, they farted. Well, you fart too, bitch. Just saying. Just saying. Quit making it such a big fucking disaster that you farted. Who gives a fuck? You fart too. If you say you don't, you ain't nothing but a liar. Anybody who swears that they don't fart, they ain't nothing but a liar. That's a liar. That's a liar all day. I don't give a fuck who they are. They fart. Animals fart, everything. So quit beating yourself to death because you fart. Everybody does. Just have a relationship with Jesus. Okay? And Jesus will tell you, there's no reason to hold on to that. I've already let it go. I don't even know what, like, it's already gone, and you're holding on to something I can't even remember. Jesus is saying that. You're holding on to it, not him. He's already let it go because you asked him to. So you need to let it go too, okay? And that's all part of the MK Ultra, trying to make you feel less than, or you know, something to that effect. But you're golden. You're golden in the eyes of God. So you need to see that in yourself. Okay? God loves you. He's grateful for your work that you do. He's very... Look, these people are fucking blown away of your persistence and you're still being alive. I love that. I love that. I don't understand why they don't just come right out and try it. Fucking get their ass caught. I wish I could tell them, fucking knock this battery off my shoulder, bitches. Y'all knocked it off that old lady back there, but knock it off mine. Let's see if you can. Come on. That's what I want to tell them. See that fucking battery right there? God, I dare ya. That's his fucking Duracell, motherfucker. I don't fucking fall. Ooh, God is going to make a way, y'all. I feel like there's something else that y'all are supposed to hear, so hold on a second. Elon's name was out here. Elon. You know that he's Werner von Braun. So I was on the damn the guy. I don't know his name. It's crazy, but he's doing lives now. He wasn't doing lives, and now he's doing lives. So I was on one of his lives, okay, where he puts all them people together that he calls them the fallen angels and that and that and that. He puts like their faces together of who they was in the past and who they are now, that they're all fallen angels. They never died and so on and so forth. Well, I asked him the question, have you ever sought out a face that looks like yours? He wouldn't answer me. Because I want to know. Okay, you see all these famous people and so on and so forth. Have you ever looked up in your history books a face that looks like yours? Like the guy that's doing it. Why not? Why have you not ever looked up a face that looks like yours and compared them and said, okay, this is me? Why hasn't he ever done that? And I suggest that he does. I suggest that he does. I suggest that he goes and looks up history and finds a face that looks identical to his. Just like he's found Elvis looking like Trump and found just, different ones. All these actors in Hollywood are ex presidents and such like that. Well, I'm sure that if you looked hard enough, buddy, you're going to find a face that looks identical to yours. I guarantee you are. Guarantee you. But he won't do it, and he wouldn't answer me back on his live. I kept saying, have you ever looked up your face? 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 And he wouldn't answer me. Because it's not about that. It's about him trying to find on them. But the true research and the true study and the true research of it. If you can find one that looks exactly like you, then you need to do studies on that. Why does this person in the past look identical to me and we're not related? But he wouldn't answer me. But I think that would be a very, very... I would go watch it. Would y'all? If he said, oh, I found a person in history that looked identical to me. Let's compare the faces. Look, there's a scar. Oh, there's a crease. Oh, everything's identical. But he won't do it. And how come it's only famous people or lookalikes of famous people? How come famous people are only lookalikes of famous people? That they're not of, like, shit people in fucking back in the day. The piss carrier or something. No, they're all famous. They're all famous kings and lords and this and that and another. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's bullshit. It's bullshit. And where's all the other ones? Where do they go and hide for 10 to 12, 15, 25, 35 years or something and then come back? What's up with that? I could believe the cloning thing. I could believe that. But guaranteed if that man was to go look up a face that looked like his, he would find it. I guarantee you he would. Which, I agree with his channel. I like his channel. I like his work. I like that he goes and he finds all these people that look the same, but mostly it's all old presidents, okay? I find that very interesting. I seen that kind of thing when I was young, too. I seen it in the movie stars. Well, damn, she looks just like, that one looks just like, how is that, I seen it big time with fucking, Douche Koosh and, that other one from, she's a little more, family friendly. What's her name? She looks just like Douche Koosh, but I can't think of her name. But Douche Koosh looks like Katy Perry. They all look the fucking same. But y'all know I'm talking about, that girl that looks like Douche Koosh. She looks just like her, but she's not her. And they all three look like Katy Perry. But she's a little lesser known actress than Douche Koosh. And she's more like family friendly. I forget her name though, but she's identical. Identical, exact. It's crazy. And all those, look, fucking David Hasselhoff's a narcissist, right? He's made what's her fucking name? Jennifer's Body. Like, I can see them all right now. I can see all of them. It's got Jared Leto. It's got that girl from Jennifer's Body. It's got that fucking one that looks like a fucking bloom face now. He used to be really handsome. He looks terrible. He was on Nickelodeon, I think he was. But they're all the same. They all look exactly like David Hasselhoff. I'm talking about, especially now that his face is all blowed up. He looks just like, why can't I think of his name? He was in all them High School Musicals and all that shit. What was his fucking name, y'all? Y'all know who I'm talking about. He was in the High School Musicals and now his face is all like blowed up. He looks like The Weeknd. It's terrible. He looks just like The Weeknd now. He was a very handsome guy. And now he's ruined by putting fillers on his face. Terrible. But you know, they get to where they can't look at themselves in the face because they know what they're doing. They know that they're doing evil and so on and so forth, so it's hard for them to look at themselves in the face. I think that's what happened to Selena Gomez. She couldn't hardly look at who she was anymore, so she changed it. Zac Efron, that's his name. Thank you so much, Rebecca. That was driving me nuts because I kept seeing his face. And I was going, I want to say Nick, but it wasn't Nick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and that Leonardo DiCaprio, did y'all know that he's Jack Nicholson's love child? Fucking A. He's Jack Nicholson's love child. Did you know that Leonardo DiCaprio mom, before Leonardo was made, was Jack Nicholson's neighbor? Leonardo DiCaprio is Jack Nicholson's love child. Yeah, Zac Efron, that right there is for sure. That's who I was talking about with the blowed up face looking like The Weeknd. That shit's sad. He was so handsome. He was so handsome. That's really sad what they did to him. It's just unreal. But they can't look at themselves after they sold their soul. What are you talking about, Jason? Oh, you're a bender. Oh, you have something against women. You're gay? Okay. Jason's gay, y'all. We don't care what you say, idiot. Yeah, well, they're sort of coming out. He hasn't said anything. He hasn't spoken a thing about it, but it's starting to be revealed. Y'all, that shit with those fucking 100,000 billion pages of that fucking Epstein shit. Y'all know that you can go, if you copy and paste those blacked out places, if you copy and paste it and put it somewhere else, the blacked out places will be taken off. It'll show the word. And these fucking things are, man, Trump's name was fucking mentioned 5,000 times. Yeah, the redactions. Well, the FBI don't know what they're doing. They're a fucking joke. Trust me. But their redactions is it's all the blacked out part. If you copy and paste it, it'll show wherever you put it somewhere else. It'll show the blacked out parts. None of them supposed to be blacked out at all. Only the names of the victims are the only things that's supposed to be blacked out on any of those paperwork. Just only the names of the victims. There's so much fucking hidden shit going on right there. But was that all a trick to lead us to this new world order? Just demolish our government. Just wipe out our government for being corrupt. And one person in charge of all. Is that part of the agenda? Makes me wonder. Seems like it, don't it? Don't it seem like it was part of that agenda? That the entire world's government, the whole entire world's government are pedophiles. The entirety of the world. All of our leaders are involved in this pedophile ring of Epstein. All over the fucking world. Is that what the plan is? Is to catch them all and make it a one world government. I just wonder. Oh, yeah. More than just of the U.S., Kris Jenner is, they may be the same fucking person. They could be the same person wearing a mask. According to everything else, like that guy I was just talking about. They look like the same person. Ghislaine Maxwell's shit just comes down like that. And Kris's hair goes up like that. They wear their hair the same. I don't know if I've ever seen Kris Jenner and Ghislaine Maxwell in a picture together. It's very possible. So she's big. She's fucking selling out her kids and everything else since they was little. That's why her and Courtney don't have a good relationship. Because Kris was trying to sell her out when she was a kid. Oh yeah, that whole modeling thing is forbidding on them. That's how Trump got with Melania. You know, Epstein was with Melania first, right? She dated Epstein first. Did y'all know that? She was dating Epstein before she got with Trump. When I hear Trump's got a little bitty wang wang, and he's the bitch. That's what I heard, okay? But, you know, Freudian says anybody who does all that big lavish and big, that they've got issues. They're trying to cover up small issues with big lavish fucking. That's what I heard. You know, so I don't know. Melania seemed, after she got with Trump, she seemed to be wanting to be leaning towards Epstein. If you look in the pictures and shit, she's all towards Epstein every fucking time. When it has her and Trump and Epstein in the picture, it don't matter if there's others in the picture. Melania's leaning towards Epstein every fucking time. Every time. Right. It makes gold in ballrooms, and so on and so forth. You know, they was able to do that because they know there's not going to be another election in this fucking country. It's all mafia related too. Every fucking bit of it. The mafia is the shadow government. So do y'all think that's the plan? Expose all these world leaders for trafficking and pedophilia, and then they break it all down and give us one world government, one leadership government, because all our leaders are too corrupt. How are we gonna determine whether or not that one leader is not corrupt? Oh, I know all about it. And don't tell me to shut up, freak. Get the fuck out of here. Trump's a pedophile too. He fucked his daughter and made barren. How about that? How do you like that? How do you like that truth, motherfucker? Even Barron thinks so. How about that truth? Period. And because he's such a narcissist, listen, I'm not lying whether Trump is, because, I mean, he confesses with his mouth Jesus is Lord. He confesses with his mouth that Jesus is Lord. Okay? Saying that, you're a sinner, I'm a sinner, he's a sinner. Okay? So I'm on the line of what his agenda, his true agenda is. Because he's like involved but not involved it seems, on every single fucking thing. There's just something weird about that. Well, Daryl will get unupset. Daryl can go suck one. He don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Marlon Maples, he didn't want to marry her. He married her because she got pregnant. He's a big scene person. That's the only reason he married her. But yeah, keep that as you want to, okay? They were all met through. Y'all, it's something big time to do with the modeling agency, okay? No coincidence that Elon Musk's mom is the motherfucking oldest motherfucking cover girl model that there ever was. And still showing up on the cover of magazines. That's not a coincidence. It's something to do with the modeling agency. Melania, her whole fucking family is Russian government. They're mobs. They're mafia. Oh yeah, he killed her, and then he put her and buried her on his golf course to get fucking tax write-off on it. Because she knew everything about this motherfucker. His first wife, she knew every fucking thing about him. Everything. And so he killed her and put her instead of burying her at a graveyard or something, he put her on a fucking one of his golf courses so he can file taxes as that's a fucking graveyard, cemetery. Go look it up. You don't believe me? I got no reason to lie to y'all about these fucking government officials. Yeah, he files it off as his taxes every year now. It's a cemetery. His golf course is a cemetery. Because his first wife's buried there. Crazy, ain't it? But we still made the man our president. And, you know, God says he's in control of our leaders. You know, I mean, I guess if you want a specific type of person to do a specific type of job, that's the one you call for the job, right? So, he's a specific type of person. I seen it when I was a damn kid. I remember saying, damn, Trump's a pervert. He's a pervert. That's all I kept thinking when I was a little kid, is that he's a pervert. You could see it, especially with him doing them teen fucking pageant. Like, you wouldn't think of me being somebody to watch a fucking pageant, but at the time, we only had, like, what, 5 stations? 5 channels on TV? Yeah, I watched those pageants, and I watched how fake and shit all that was. And you could tell who was the one that was going to win because of the way that they was treating them throughout the whole fucking thing. Specific ones would get words said and stuff like that when they come out, but other ones wouldn't. So you knew that them other ones wasn't even a fucking contestant. I'm just saying, okay? How fucking Erica Kirk got an invitation. And tell me how come fucking all of Trump's fucking new people look like Erica Kirk. They have the look. Fucking shipment of aliens must have came in around that same time when Charlie Kirk got killed. Because them motherfuckers all look the same, boy. They all look like the same fucking being. I can't lie about it. That, what's her name? Is it Candy? Is her last name Candy? That Candy lady? That's his speech person, or his one that makes sure his clothes are straight and shit. She looks identical to Erica Kirk. I'm talking about spitting fucking image. She's married to a 70-year-old. They think that her and Trump are having an affair. tell me that Trump didn't fuck Erica when Charlie died. Hell, Trump and JD probably had a gangbang on her. Because she's in position to be moved up for some reason. And where the fuck, how do these people just keep coming out of left, out of nowhere, and becoming Obama? I never even heard of that fucking motherfucker ever in my life, okay? And then he becomes our president for 8 years. Never heard of him. Where'd he come from? They just picked him out of what? Iran and just said, okay, we're going to say you come from Illinois. Is that what they did? Because I never even heard of that man. Never heard of any kind of legislations he's come up with or nothing. And there he was, our president for 8 years. Trying to make us not have Christmas. Yep. Everybody, why? Okay, and we all know that this motherfucker's a pedophile. Does that determine whether or not he's good at his job? Yeah, you talking about Obama. Yeah. How? God dang, that shit's fucking freaky. How does it... Okay, if it was you or I, and we're just regular civilians, and we were asked by the government to provide a birth certificate and a social security card, and we provided the government with fake ones, would they give us 5 more chances to give them 5 more fake social security cards and birth certificates? Do you think they would give us that chance? How come our president got that chance and still never proved, never, it was never proved that he was a citizen of the United States. Not ever. Through the whole thing. It just kept saying, oh, he gave us a fake one. These people are dead. These people have been dead for years. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, there won't be no more elections after this one. There's going to be martial law. I believe it's going to come somewhere around Thanksgiving. After Halloween. Probably on Thanksgiving or on December 1st. There won't be a Christmas. Trump's already said it. He said it on national TV. There won't be no more Christmas or elections. So y'all take that with a grain of salt, however you want to, okay? I mean, they're fixing to fucking start transporting us out to fucking Greenland. So, y'all ready to live on Greenland? On all that fucking ice? That's a cold-ass place to live. Pretty fucked up. I don't know. I guess they have to find us. I don't know how many of y'all can... Oh, they won't pay you to move. They'll move your fucking ass and not give you no choice about it. How about that? How about that? How about they say fuck you and put you there? What you gonna do then? Cry and whine about it? Just saying. I'm just saying. It seems that Trump thinks that he can do anything. He just went and kidnapped the whole fucking leader of the whole fucking country. Just kidnapped his ass. And didn't even say, oops. He said, yeah, damn right I did it. And nothing's happened to him. So how come he don't just go kidnap Putin? Or kidnap fucking that Maharaja, or whatever the fuck his name is? How come he don't just go do that? Some of that don't make much sense. Oh, Trump is a high-level Shriner? Oh, them Shriners. That's Freemasonry, for sure. That's crazy, too, because my mom had dealings with the Shriners because my sister got burned real bad. My mom had dealings with the Shriners for about 3.5 years. It's just crazy how it all links together. Okay, the Shriners are his buddies. What is that? I mean, what does that have anything to do with him kidnapping a leader of a country? You know, the Shriners truly believe that Satan is Jesus. They truly, honestly believe. Well, they don't call him Satan, they call him Lucifer. But they truly, truly believe it. You can see it in their faces that they truly believe their Bible. So, I don't know what to say about that. Because there's, okay, what I heard the other day, there were 300, there's a 300 people on the World Council. 300 specific people. Their names and everything. And they sit above in this fucking, what looks like a huge ass pyramid. It's glass. It's a glass pyramid. And there's like 200 seats that go in a huge circle. 200. And then there's like this dome right above it that has place for the other 100. So there's like 100 that are above these 200, but there's 300 altogether. It's like a council of fallen angels. I'm not sure if they're fallen or what. But they govern the whole entire world. This council, these people. This is a real thing. Like this a real place that has this thing with this fucking thing, a circle with 200 chairs, and then above it's got fucking like a balcony or something that sits over the 200. And looks and watches them. They govern what the 200 are talking about. It's a real place on the earth right now that exists. It's crazy. It's amazing. Lots of stuff on this earth right now you would think come out of some kind of fantasy film or something. I swear. You'd be like, what? That really been? That's on the earth? It's been here. Jesus Jesus Christ is a title, like a teacher, a shaman, a healer. Okay? There was other Christs, okay? But his true name is Emmanuel. His name is Emmanuel. Do you not read your Bible? His name is Emmanuel. Yahshua is like, means junior of Yahweh. But his name is Emmanuel. And you can use the name Jesus Christ because it's a depiction of who he is. But you can use the name of Jesus Christ. Well, you know what I've heard? Okay, you brought up a subject just now by saying that with LSD. It's crazy because LSD is not a man-made product. LSD is naturally made from plants on the earth. All things that are naturally made like this are supposed to enhance us. Like, just like that MDT or whatever, it's inside of our, it's inside of us. It's naturally created. DMT or whatever that is, yeah. Those things God gave to us to enhance us, okay? And mushrooms and stuff like that, those are connections to have closer to, it's like an opening to the spirit world. Okay? The shit that's bad for us is the man-made shit, the chemical shit that's man-made. Did you know that LSD is not man-made? LSD is not man-made. It's a natural substance. People get confused because what the government, they put that list out saying how weed was worse than heroin. Give me a fucking break. Weed's the most natural thing you can fucking do. Yeah. It's way better than any of them pills and pharmaceutical companies can give you. I tell you now. So y'all just keep in mind, discern it. Just discern it. Okay? The government's going to tell you all kinds of shit's bad. Because they don't want you doing it. Because then you might find out the truth. Okay? I see these things, I watch these things all the time. I don't know how these people get to do these things. I'm not sure. They must sign up for some kind of experimental shit or something. But I see them all the time with like these retired people. They go and they've never smoked weed or they've never done mushrooms. Or I watched the one yesterday where they did mushrooms. Okay? And they say it's the greatest experience and this, that, and another. And they was like, I wish that it was easier to get a hold of. Because she's like, I'm 70. I can't see myself going up to a dealer and saying, do you know where I can get some shrooms? She said she wished it was more, like, legal enough to just go buy it without having to go through, like, a dealer. She said, because that was the most serene. She said that experience made her feel closer to God. And that I've heard that I've never, not one time, I don't know about y'all, but I've never ever heard about anybody having a bad trip on mushrooms. Never. I've heard of having a bad trip on acid, but acid is chemical based. Mushroom is all natural. LSD is natural. It's the chemicals that they put on it. Depends on who grows it. I guess that would be the same as like watching tarot cards or what. Because it's the vessel. It's the energy that produces it is whether or not it's a negative or a positive. So, because I believe that LSD may stem from poppy fields or something to that effect. Because it's all about the way that they break it down and they pulverize it. It's the whole little thing of how they is how, whether or not it's potent or weak or what. You had a bad one on mushrooms? Well, I did mushrooms one time, and I don't think I did enough of them. But I didn't think it was affecting me until I started walking. When I started walking, it was like the ground turning. It was like I was in the universe. Like I wasn't walking on streets and shit. Like I was walking in the stars. And then I would come back. Like it was kind of weak or something. Like I would be somewhere else, and then I would be back where I was at going, this shit ain't worth a fuck. This shit ain't affecting me. And then I would be like, I seen a lot of streaks and colors where everything was really, really colorful. Like extremely colorful. Okay? But it's like all of the unnatural things disappeared. Is what it seemed in mine. Okay? It was like, this was only about I was probably 48 or so, something like that, when I did mushrooms. But it seemed like that all the unnatural things disappeared when I was being my when it was hitting me. All like roads and shit like that was gone. Only natural shit was around me. Like the universe, I was walking on stars. It looked like the stars, like I was walking on the stars. They were shining and glittery. I'd look around, I'd see trees and stuff, but I didn't see like plastic or glass or nothing like that. It was everything was natural. So I knew when I was back to my normal, because I would see the road and stuff. But I don't know how good they were. I mean, I'd never done them before, so I don't know if they were good, or if they were shitty, because I'd never done them before. But it was a good trip. It made me feel good when it was all said and done. It really made me feel protected, strangely enough. Very strangely enough. Because I was with this stupid girl. This girl was like, I don't know, she done attached herself to me or something. I don't know. It was on Halloween. We were at this people's house and I was about to leave. And this one girl had this bag of mushrooms. She said, "You want some of these?" And I said, "Sure." I ain't never took them before. So I took like 10 of them. But she said they was weak. So I took 10. I said, "This tastes like shit." I mean, they were nasty. I said, she said, "Just go easy," since she ain't never done them before. I was like, okay. I just ate what I had there, okay? It's like 10 little pieces of mushroom. They were all dried out. So I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel nothing. So me and the girl started walking. We started leaving. And she didn't take none. She must have been tripping on something else. She was crazy. I don't know. This is a young ass girl, okay? When we started walking down the street, she wanted me to walk her to the store. My car was tore up. So we start walking down the street, and I'm going, I don't feel shit. She's like, "You better be careful. You better be careful." She's got her knife out. She's running around me. Like, we're walking down the street. She's running around me with her little fucking little switchblade knife going like this, like out. I'm in the middle, and she's out doing this, running around me going, there's nobody around or nothing. I said, "Yeah, quit your fuck shit. I don't know what the fuck your deal is." Okay, and we get to the store, and she starts talking to somebody else. And then I said, "Well, I'm going to go, man. You just wanted me to walk you to the store." She gets all pissed off. I said, "Fuck you, man. I left by myself tripping on acid." And once I left her, I was having a blast. It probably took me 2 hours to make it 15 minutes down the road. I was all by myself in the dark, in the night, having her fucking run. "These people are crazy. They're trying to kill you." I said, "Let them try." Go ahead. That's what I kept telling her. "Shut the fuck up." I said, "I'm trying to fucking feel this." You know what I'm saying? And she kept saying, "They're all crazy. They're going to try to kill you." I said, "Well, let them try. They didn't want me the first time." So she pissed me off. I left walking. It took me about 2 hours to get back on a 15-minute walk. I got back. I was just feeling good. I just remember feeling really good. I felt really, really good. Everything was real amplified. Everything was real bright. But I didn't, like, see falsenesses or nothing like that. No, I didn't see spirit neither. That girl wasn't on nothing. She didn't take no mushrooms. She's just whack. That girl was really crazy. But yeah, I didn't see nothing. You would think that I would. But I didn't see no spirit. I didn't see no shadow nothings. Nothing like that. It was all me being like out in the universe. That's what it felt like. Like my soul wasn't on nothing that wasn't natural. Because I didn't see no plastic, no glass. All I see was like natural shit. There was no kind of false. There was nothing false. It was very, very serene. It made me feel really, really good. And the next morning I didn't have no kind of hangover or no kind of residual feeling or nothing from it. I felt very It felt very freeing, I would suppose. Because I was around game. I'm talking about, she was right. I mean, she was right to be doing all that, but I didn't care. I wasn't scared. But she was absolutely right to be jumping around with that knife and acting crazy. She was right to do that, but I was like, quit. Like, quit. I don't care. Let them fucking try. I don't care. I kept telling her that. I was like, that won't be the first time they tried. Shit. They tried too. But not that night. They let me the fuck alone that night. I guess she told them she's tripping. Y'all don't want to fuck with her. Yeah, I would like to try it again. I would like to try it in like a more controlled environment. You know, like those ladies that do it for the experiment of it, to see what the effects of it and all, you know. Because they do it and then they have to write down like what their experience was. You know, like, I think it's just weed. All I've ever seen them do is weed and mushrooms. I've never seen them do anything else. Let me ask y'all this, okay? Because I'm an avid weed smoker. Okay? Like, I'm an avid weed smoker. I am... I do not like the vapes. I don't like them. Do y'all like the vapes? The weed vapes? The high feels weird. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they put in there, but it feels strange. Almost like they're using that potpourri shit. I don't know. I like the real deal. Give me the real bud with some fucking real blunt paper. And I'll really roll it up and I'll really smoke it. I don't know. I don't care for the vapes. I'm not a vapor. But let me tell you this. My first husband, his mom was a nurse. She got really, really sick with cancer. But she was a nurse prior to that. Because she was a nurse, the doctor, she got to, like, sample the new drugs or what have you. Well, she got 800 milligram weed pill in a capsule form for her cancer. And me and my husband both were avid weed smokers. And she asked us to take them. She asked us both to take one. Because she wanted to know, because she didn't smoke weed, she wanted to know if it was the real deal or what. Boy, that was the best fucking high I ever had in my whole life. 8 hours off of one of them pills. Stoned. I'm talking about laughing, giggling, stoned to the bone. It was like very first time you ever smoked weed, stoned, okay? One of them pills, one. I've never seen them before. I've never seen them since. Just for her. That's the only person I ever seen these 800 milligram weed pills. And one of them, I'm talking about giggly, laughing, everything's fucking funny. Just the best fucking feeling you ever had for 8 straight hours. 8. We told her, yeah, they're real. Never seen them before, never seen them since, never. She got them on some kind of, the doctor gave them special to her. I hate the vapes. The edibles are okay. Now the edibles are fucking good. Look, I used to make I made edible brownies. I made that brownies. And yeah, that's a whole different high. Edibles that's a whole different high than smoking it. Eating it, your whole body just, like, smoking it is a brain high. Eating it is a whole body relaxation high. Like, we was sitting there giggling and laughing like motherfuckers because we couldn't wiggle our pinky finger. After that, we just say everything. Inside joke, we just say pinky finger. Because we all knew. You know, because it was like 7 of us. I made this batch of brownies out of one fucking blunt of loud. One blunt. I pulverized that shit. Made these brownies out of dark chocolate, the store brand dark chocolate brownies. And man, we all ate a square about that big. And everybody, I mean, we was eating it, we was giggling, laughing, we was all chilling, sitting back like this. And next thing I know, we're all like zombie. And I'm laughing like hell, and I'm going, y'all, I'm trying to move my pinky finger. And that shit ain't fucking moving. And I'll just start. They said, trying to move my finger. Jay said, man, I can't move none of my fingers. What you talking about? We were just rolling, laughing, man. It was so fucking funny. So, every other day, this motherfucker would bring me a box of fucking... He'd bring me a box of fucking dark chocolate brownies, no, store name brand dark chocolate brownies, and he would sell one brownie $10. I would make him a batch of brownies, and he'd give me weed and that, and he would sell each one of them brownies for $10 off of one blunt. That's how good they was. I tell you, they would get you fucked up. One blunt I used. They were so fucking good. Anyway, it says the sex was hardly earth-shattering. To be honest, Pip, Nancy finally said, I wanted to forget that night ever happened. The sex was hardly earth-shattering. I think we were both out of practice, It didn't exactly conclude. Well, yes, Pippa felt terribly uncomfortable all of a sudden. Nothing to be ashamed of, dear. Jaunty had a bit of trouble with his old... Pippa waved for her friend to stop. She didn't need any more details. Pippa, when was the last time you had, Pippa found herself squirming in her seat. After a few seconds, she said in quiet, old maidish voice, Frankly, Nance, I wouldn't know where to begin. It's been that long. I'd need to consult an instruction manual. There was a faint laugh, and Pippa felt her shoulders drop, hearing her friend's familiar cackle in her ear, the scent of her own perfume lingering in her nose. Any news on fostering? Nancy asked the two of them separated. It says Pippa didn't say anything, just pushed herself up from the seat and rolled her chair back to her desk with a fresh sense of bitterness foaming inside of her. She could almost taste it in her mouth. Eventually, she gave a quick shake of the head over her shoulder. That ship sailed, love. It was a no. Oh, Pippa, I'm so sorry. Pippa forced a grateful smile, then turning back to her desk, splayed her expert secretarial hands over the keys, proceeded with the invitations. Everyone was busy preparing for the F-A-Y-R-E. Next door in the library, Jaunty Entwistle was busy finalizing his riddles for the great puzzle quiz, which Nancy was meant to be overseeing, with mathematician Jeff Stirrup. These names. Was working on some equation setting for his jigsamathon. Remember this, puzzle makers. Okay. Throughout the day, all of the fellowship bestsellers would be available to buy at discount rates. Plus, they were doing live demonstrations of their newest release, including Sakuda Cubes, Sphere Today, and a natty little invitation from Eric Stoppard, a Jubble 2. An update on their popular titled letter game with beautiful glass tiles rather than stone. So something's getting an upgrade. There's going to be some type of, what do I want to say? Gathering? Some type of gathering? We'll say that, okay? A gathering. It says Pippa had only managed to type another 2 invitations when Nancy opened her mouth behind her. If I could give you a child of my own, I would. Pippa's fingers were an inch above the keys. Her whole body went stiff. What did you just say? You'd be a terrific mother, Pip. We all know that. Well, thank you, but I'm not sure I want children, Pip, to be honest, Nancy continued. But then we're all after different things, aren't we? What do you mean exactly? Nancy batted the question away with her hand, and after a moment's pause, turned to Pip with a grave look on her face. I guess the ring, it's made me question things. Question what exactly, love? My future here? She answered, and suddenly her voice was so sober, so calm, considered. It made Pippa give her an anxious stare. She couldn't possibly mean it. She couldn't leave the fellowship, certainly not now, before they'd even secured its future. Nancy just blinked at her. Oh, don't talk such nonsense. I would soon blow over in a few days. Imagine this place without you. So there's some kind of misunderstanding. But something's like being elevated. It was barely 7 a.m. and she was carrying breakfast trays out to Hector, still in her nightdress and her curlers, cooling in her hair. Ribbons of clouds were forming in the sky. Beneath her rubber-soled slippers' feet, she left a silver trail across the dew-tipped lawn like a giant snail. It was Pippa's idea to prepare a special treat for the residents that morning. Coddled eggs, granary toast, tropical fruit salad. It was the least she could do, given how hard everyone had been working. It's showing here like something's being elevated. Some kind of business. And something that was, was like, I don't want to say it was taken. It was, something wasn't the right timing. It's coming back around, okay? So, yeah. Yeah, I'm about to open the Bible. Yeah, I'm about to. So it's a good thing you almost thought I was. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord will whistle for the fly, that is the farthest part of the river of Egypt, and for the bee that is in the land of Assyria. They will come, and all of them will rest, in the desolate valleys, in the clefts of the rocks, and on the thorns in all the pastures. In the same day the Lord will shave with the hired razor, with those from beyond the river, with the king of Assyria, the head and the hair of the legs, and will also remove the beard. It shall be in that day that a man will keep alive a young cow and 2 sheep. So it shall be from the abundance of milk that they gave, that he will eat curds. For curds and honey, everyone who will eat, who is left in the land. So it's time to eat the honey. Okay? It shall happen in that day that wherever there could be 1,000 vines worth 1,000 shekels of silver, it will be for briars and thorns. With arrows and bows men will come there, because all the land will become briars and thorns. And to any hill which could be dug with the hoe, you will not go there for fear of briars and thorns. But it will become a range for oxen and a place for sheep to roam. Take that as it resonates. What I just read was the Emmanuel prophecy. I was trying to tell you who Jesus' name was. The Emmanuel prophecy. That's not coincidence. Listen, it says, moreover, the Lord spoke again, Asa, saying, ask a sign for yourself from the Lord your God. Ask it either in depth or in height above. And he says, I will not ask, nor will I test the Lord. Then he said, hear now, O house of David, it is a small thing for you to weary men, but will you weary my God also? Therefore the Lord himself will give you a sign. Behold, the virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call him Emmanuel. Curds and honey he shall eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land you dread will be forsaken by both her kings. The Lord will bring the king of Assyria upon you and your people and your father's house. Days that have not come since the day of Ephraim departed from Judea. And then I read the prophecy of Emmanuel. Y'all just heard it. And I just reread this part. This is the prophecy of Emmanuel. He's a bear. That's so funny. Because that's how I taught my granddaughter how to roar. I say, bear, bear, bear. And she'd say, bear, bear. Bear, bear. The bear gonna roar. Brave, brave. Bear don't have nothing to fear. Bear don't have nothing to fear. You know how the king, the lion is the king of the jungle, where the bear is the king of the forest. What should a bear fear? Tell me. What should a bear fear in the forest? A Sasquatch? They probably kin to each other. They probably smell about the same. But what should a bear fear in the forest? Nothing. Said that you're going to live off of honey and curds from a goat and 2 sheep. Because all else will be briars and thorns. But God will make sure that you have honey and curds. Even though all around will be briars and thorns, you will taste the sweetness of honey and curds. Period. That's the Emmanuel prophecy. Yeah, they are real. I've seen them. I've seen a whole family of them. Brush Creek. One was dark brown. One was like a reddish color. That reddish one was a woman. And one was light, like a blonde color. And that was a kid. That dark one was a man. You could tell. Obvious as all get out. They was plain as day. They come through a portal. I saw them. Looked like fucking pine straw. Shaped like a fucking little cave or something. Pine straw. And where they came out, the water was right there. Which it was, the lake was up. So normally the water would be way down here. But where they came out, the water was right there at the edge. So they went right back in. Wasn't guarding me. They wasn't guarding me. They was going somewhere, apparently. Because they come out. I saw it happen. It was right at dusk. It was still kind of daylight outside and shit. And looking over there, what the fuck is that? I'm looking, I was fishing. What the fuck is that? And I saw the damn brown one like lift the top of that pine straw up. And them other 2 walked out. And then he walked out and he looked around like this and they kept looking at the water like that and looking like that. I'm screaming, Ricky, Ricky, come here! He wouldn't come. And they looked over at me. I was sitting on the bank across. They looked over at me. He lifted that thing up. Them other 2 went in there and he went in there and they was gone. It was like this small little tiny blue light. It wasn't like a light like that. It was just a little blue light that like showed. It was like a little blue light. What is that? And I seen him and I was like, Ricky! Screaming at him, come here, come here. He wouldn't come. And then they went back in, a little blue light come on and they went back in there. The whole thing wasn't glowing blue or nothing. It's a tiny blue light, like tiny. It probably was about as big as this. From where I was sitting. About that big. They were gone. But there was other incidences down there that happened. It was on your back deck at 3 a.m. You know, Sasquatches aren't mean. You know they're guardians, right? Sasquatches are not mean. They're not mean. They're not. They're guardians. They're like Chewbacca. Like Chewbacca. Sasquatches are nice. They're ornery and grumpy because people misunderstand them, but they're nice. Anyway, that leads me back to the story that I was going to tell y'all earlier. So that guy that does those, this famous person, that famous person guy, y'all know who I'm talking about. I know you do. He started talking about how the Star Wars is actually the, it's the story of the Holy War. Okay, but they have, because you know they invert everything. Okay, but so they have Darth Vader as God, and Luke Skywalker is Lucifer. That's what he's trying to say, and that God created Lucifer, and that's why he says, "I am your father." Okay, but the story is like an inverted, like they're trying to overthrow God. It's this whole story of the Bible. Like they're continuously trying to overthrow God. And that's what Star Wars is about. That's so crazy too, because it fucking fits. The whole thing fits if y'all go look it up. Yeah, they're guardians. Sasquatch, people are afraid of them. They're not something to fear. They're strong as fuck, but they're not to be feared. And the thing about them is they're very much traveling. They travel. They don't tend to stay in one place. They travel around. They travel around. They like to travel. I don't know what it is about that, but they're travelers. They don't stay in one place. They don't normally tend to stay in one place. That's why you see them everywhere. Because they travel. I don't know why exactly. I don't know what the point is, but that's what they do. They're nomads. They don't really stay in one place. They go everywhere. Yeah, they travel all through all the dimensions. Like, that's what they do. I'm not exactly sure why they're travelers. I don't know if they're trading or what they're doing. But they don't never stay, like, I wouldn't even say that they have like a home place. The Earth might be their home. Because all I've known about them is that they travel and they protect. If you have a Sasquatch somewhere around, there was something very dangerous that was around that Sasquatch run off. I'm telling you. It was running whatever that was off, and it was a spiritual something. Spiritual something. They fight the spiritual. I'm telling you. But yeah, I've encountered Sasquatches. That was very surreal. That was very cool. It was very neat. I can see them right now, just as plain as day, standing over there on that other bank. See the colors of their hair and everything. And they're handsome. You'd think that they were ugly, but they're not even ugly. I want to live my life traveling. I wish I had something to travel in. The thing about that shit, though, you gotta have a fucking address. This government, man, this government sucks dick with all that. You still gotta have an address, even if you travel. Yeah, there's nothing like a Sasquatch. But then, I'll tell you, there's nothing in the world like you. You think there is. There ain't. He made us all. Very unique. Just saying. Okay? There's nothing. You may think that because this person has arms and legs and eyes and ears and da-da-da-da-da, they're the same as you. They're not. You're very unique. God made you that way. Yeah, this little town, you ain't gonna believe this. It's so stupid. This town is so fucking stupid. Tell me I gotta have an address for 3 years before I can get a P.O. box. But I've had 3 P.O. boxes in this town way prior to them knowing who I am. They won't let me get one now. Bet I'm gonna get a P.O. box though. Bet. Already got made plans. But yeah, they claim that I can't get one unless I've had an address for 3 years. Which I know that's bullshit. I actually got a P.O. box prior to this with a P.O. box address on my fucking driver's license. I had a P.O. box address on my driver's license, okay? And they gave me a P.O. box. Bigger city. You talking about the Maine like Atlanta? I'm gonna try fucking cuss right here. Fucking dumb shit. How far am I from the bigger city? I don't know what you're talking about. There's a big city called LaGrange. There's one called Carrollton. There's one called Noonan. But are you trying to send me to the post office? Don't worry, I already got that taken care of. I'm getting me a P.O. box. Don't worry about that. For some reason, I don't feel like this reading is done. I don't know why. It's 3 hours and 46 minutes long. Alright, y'all. It's almost a 4-hour reading, okay? I'm going to go. I love y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed this reading. Y'all hit this bell notification so you get the new videos. Y'all stay golden, and I'll see you on the flip side. Oh, yeah, by the way, all this is allegedly. It's all made up. And I got to use the bathroom before I go. Well, according to this reading, it says that all we need to do is pray for a miracle, and Jesus is going to give us one. So, let's pray for a miracle, and Jesus is going to give us one. Like, love, everybody. See you on the flip side. Stay golden, 20 boy.